This business can work anywhere. So you don't need a super nice house. You don't need to be promoting strictly for vacation. And you don't even need to own your own property to get going in this business. Welcome to Arbitrage to Equity, the show where you'll learn the exact tools, techniques, and action steps that people are using every day to build true passive income that transforms their lives and the lives of their families. I'm your host, Tom Swan. Now let's get down to details. What's up, guys? Tom John Swan here. In this episode, I'm going to cover the 3 biggest misconceptions in the short-term rental business. Let's get into it. First, there's a lot of misconceptions in this business. The first one is, first and foremost, that it's because it's called vacation rentals that most people think that this has to be for vacation. So you don't have to have a vacation rental necessarily. People travel for all different reasons. So you don't have to necessarily be in a vacation area. This business works all over the place. So you can have a house anywhere, really. And as long as there's some sort of travel there, people travel for all different reasons. It's not just vacation. Airbnb, VRBO, these are used and they utilize vacation in the names, but they're not just used for vacation. I get travelers for funerals. I get travelers for family vacations, family get-togethers, I should say. People travel for business. People travel for corporate reasons. I get construction crews. I get people for all different walks of life. People just coming through as they're traveling. The people on, touring the country. I get people for all different reasons. So you don't have to be in a vacation area in order to make this business work. The second biggest misconception is that you have to own your property. And that's what this is all about, rental arbitrage. You don't have to own property. You can actually get started in this business very inexpensively for little out of pocket. In my opinion, this is the fastest way to build a business, build cash flow, while you're not necessarily investing in property. You're in the hospitality business, but ultimately, the name of the game is cash flow, and that's what this business does. It cash flows big. So you want to get in, you want to make sure that you're doing the right things, but you can actually rent out people's property, be the best tenant that a landlord ever had. They really will never hear from you when you do this right. You're going to take care of everything. You're going to pay their rent on time, and you're going to take care of the house. You're even going to offer to pay for repairs because you want to keep your business going and running smoothly rather than dealing with the landlord, having them get in touch with somebody. It's a pain to do that. Occasionally you have to do that if something major breaks, like air condition or a heating system, or something goes wrong with electrical or plumbing or something like that. But for the most part, they're never going to hear from you, and you're going to be their best tenant ever because you're going to take care of the house, you're going to pay them on time, and you're going to mitigate your guests so that you're not getting parties or any disturbances or anything like that. The third biggest misconception is that you have to be in a great area for this. So like I said previously about it being for vacation only, if you look around, I've found properties that do extremely well in the middle of Kansas, in the middle of Nebraska, in cornfields. I've found properties that do extremely well up in the White Mountains in Vermont, not near any ski resort or anything like that. The business works all over the place. It works around the world. So you can also work remotely in other countries if you want to. But you can make this business work anywhere that people are traveling. If people are traveling for any reason, as long as there's people out there living, then there's people coming to see them. There's people moving. Doctors come in, nurses come in. There's people who die and you're coming in for travel, for funerals. There's families that have get-togethers. There are college graduations. There are sports games. You might be near a college town, or generally major sports are in major cities, but there are reasons for travel all over the world and all over the country, particularly in the US. This business can work anywhere. So you don't need a super nice house. You don't need to be promoting strictly for vacation. And you don't even need to own your own property to get going in this business. You can actually get going without owning property. You can go and rent, you can get some furniture, get a house set up, list it. You can even utilize an RV. You can utilize a camper. You can even put a tent up. I mean, Airbnb started by putting, I think the first listing was Brian Chesky putting his sofa up on the site. So you can even just rent out rooms. You can rent rooms in your own house. You don't even need a house to get going. We're focusing on arbitrage in this, but you don't even need a house to get going. You just need something somewhere for people to stay. And I guarantee you, kind of like they said in Field of Dreams, if you build it, they will come. So the key is just to get started, find a winning property, find something that's going to be out there that you can make work for you and that you can manage the right way. And that's where we're going through all of this in these episodes. And we'll tell you more about it as we get farther along. I'll see you in the next episode.